Congress is now on recess for the holidays, giving Democrats and Republicans 2 full weeks to consider the next steps in the impeachment showdown. 60 Minutes correspondent John Dickerson is here. Okay, Congress.
Okay.
Nancy Pelosi has said she's not going to send the articles of impeachment over to the Senate. We don't know when she will.
Right.
What's the game plan here?
At the moment, she's not going to do it. I think the game plan is essentially a process argument on the Democratic side. We've heard Republicans making process arguments in the House. Well, Democrats are trying to shape the process in the Senate. And if they can't actually shape it and get rules favorable to their side, they want to at least put it in a context and argue basically that Republican leader McConnell is not allowing a fair trial, so that at least when the president is acquitted in the Senate, as everyone expects, it at least has that context that the Democrats get. But the downside for Nancy Pelosi is people say, wait a minute, you've gone through this process. It's not very serious if you're not sending over the articles.
Mitch McConnell made a pretty good point where he said, there's no leverage in not sending us the thing we don't want.
Yes. Here's the question, though. Yes. That may be so. Here's the alternative case. The president, despite what his daughter says, is steamed about this. And he's out there showing that. And that puts some pressure on Mitch McConnell to get this thing rolling and get that acquittal happening. So I'm not sure that there's no leverage. It may not be a huge amount of it, but there is other things at play here. And that other thing at play is the president who wants to be
John, there was a very interesting op-ed in Christianity Today, which called for the President Trump to be removed and basically endorsed impeachment in very strong language. Mm-hmm. How significant is this?
Well, this is, I don't know that it's going to change any evangelical minds, but this comes from within the president's base. And the argument is twofold. One is that the president is immoral. I mean, and that he behaves in a way that is unchristian. But then the other thing that's extraordinary about this editorial is it says that evangelicals are breaking their Christian witness if they support the president. So It puts pressure on those evangelicals.
Yeah, the language, none of the president's positives can balance the moral and political danger we face under a leader of such grossly immoral character.
Wow.
This is his base.
It is his base. And also there is a gulf that you see. You see this editorial and compare it to what you're hearing from the president and Republicans, which is the president has done nothing wrong. This was a perfect relationship with Ukraine. In office, he has been perfect. And yet now you have from within his base saying not only has he broken with his oath of office, but he breaks with the codes that are the highest and most important codes of the way we live our lives. Yeah. That's a real difference in the way you look at this. And it's a challenge for the president. He can no longer, say basically there's nothing to any of this when they're talking about the most important questions in life that go directly to the creator and jump over politics.
Yeah, and as strong as that language is, there's nothing to indicate that his base is eroding, is there?
No, and particularly among evangelicals, and he's been arguing basically an attack on me is an attack on you, which as a political defense is a smart one for him.
All right, John Dickerson, always good to see you.